Good afternoon. We are at the first public hearing fiscal year 2024-2025 tentative millage rate and tentative budget. It's September 10, 2024. It's 5:05, and we'll call this meeting to order. Robin, will you call the roll, please?
Chair Johns?
Here.
Mr. Keith?
Here.
Mr. Schwab?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Sessions? Mr. Thompson?
Here.
Mr. Lloyd?
Here.
Mr. Wheeler?
Here.
Thank you, Robin. Kristen, please present the tentative FY 2024-2025 millage rate overview and staff recommendation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. Before we start, I would like to preface by stating we are here to tentatively adopt a millage rate and budget for fiscal year 2024 to 2025. It's a culmination of months of preparation in keeping with statutory provisions, as well as direction provided by the Governor's Office, the Florida Legislature, and the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. As you may recall, we conducted a workshop at the May board meeting to review the tentative budget, which was later approved by the board at the July meeting. We have had no change in the overall expenditure authority of the tentative budget since that time. We'll begin with the millage rate overview and recommendation. The Suwannee River Water Management District is the taxing authority that tentatively proposes to levy the rollback millage rate of 0.2936 mils for fiscal year 2024 to 2025, which is a 5.69% reduction from the current fiscal year 2023 to 2024 millage rate of 0.3113. The rollback millage rate of 0.2936 is based on the taxable property values certified by the property appraiser offices within the district. As such, staff recommends the governing board approve resolution 2024-05 to adopt a tentative millage rate of 0.2936 for fiscal year 2025.
Okay, thank you. Kristen, has the district received any correspondence from the taxpayers in response to their notice of proposed property taxes?
Our Chief Financial Officer, Pam Shaw, did receive one phone call from a new property owner new to the area who was simply inquiring about the line item for ad valorem taxes on the truth and millage notice they received, and she explained who the district is and their core missions that goes to support.
Thank you. At this time, we will open the floor for public comments and questions regarding the FY 2024-2025 tentative millage rate. Are there any comments or questions? There being no public comments or questions, we'll close public comment. Do I hear a motion to accept staff's recommendations?
Motion to approve. A second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Kristen, please present staff's FY 2024-2025 tentative budget overview and budget by fund, and then staff recommendation.
Thank you. First off, we have the budget in brief to go over a few highlights of the tentative budget, which landed at $79,967,278. That does include the rollback millage rate of 0.2936 mils. We have administration and outreach comprising 2.94% of the overall budget. We have state grants of just over 41.5 million, and that consists majority of springs restoration and water quality improvement grants, as well as alternative water supply projects. We also have federal grants totaling just over 7.4 million, and it does include a fund balance utilization of just over 11.3 million. And this slide represents our budget by revenue source. As you can see, state revenue source does most of the heavy lifting at just over 65% of the overall budget. The figure that you are seeing here does include the grants discussed on the previous slide, as well as 6.5 million in recurring state appropriations, for which the district is greatly appreciative of the continued support of the legislature. We also have just over 7.4 million in federal funding, which is 100% grant related. We also have district revenue of 8.8 million, and that consists of our ad valorem, timber, and permitting revenues. And then once again, the 11.9 million in fund balance utilization. And this slide represents the expenditure budget broken down by expense type. We have 8.9 million in salaries and benefits. As you can see, interagency expenditures and contractual services do take up the majority of the budget, and those, once again, are project related. We have fixed capital outlay of 10.5 million, operating expenditures of just over 2.5 million, and operating capital outlay totaling 288,000. This is also our expenditures, but it is broken down by program area. As we can see, acquisition, restoration, and public works, also, again, project related, makes up 2/3 or 66% of the budget at just over 53 million. We also do have water resource planning and monitoring at just over 11.5 million. Operation and maintenance of works and lands at just over 10.3 million. 2.3 million in regulation, 2.1 million in administrative and operational support, and 211,000 in outreach. In this slide, you're seeing our budget by fund, and it breaks down the various revenue sources and the expenditure types. And then in your columns, that is broken down by fund. You have our total budget, the general fund, the land management and operations special revenue fund. The district special revenue fund, as you can see, that is funded by fund balance. That consists of our ag cost share and river cost share and regional projects. We have the state special revenue fund and the federal special revenue fund. This slide is for informational purposes. It is the budget summary. It displays our budget in the format that is required for our Truth in Millage advertisement. This is the advertisement that you will see in the notices. And based on this information, the staff recommends the governing board approve resolution 2024-06 to adopt a tentative budget of $79,967,278 for fiscal year 2024 to 2025.
Thank you. At this time, we'll open the floor for public comments and questions regarding the FY 2024-2025 tentative budget. Are there any comments or questions from the public? There being none, we'll close public comment at this time. Do I hear a motion to accept staff's recommendations?
Move.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Kristen, do you have any announcements?
We do. On Monday, September the 23rd, 2024 at 5:05 p.m., the district will be hosting the governing board's fiscal year 2024 to 2025 final millage and budget public hearing at district headquarters in person and via the YouTube link.
Okay, thank you. Do I hear a motion to close these public hearings?
Make that motion, Madam Chair.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Lots of work put into that one. Good presentation.
Thank you.
All right.